Hey y'all, welcome back to Homestead Forever Farm. I hope you're having a great day today. If you haven't seen Spring of Year 1, there will be a link in the description, and we are going through Summer of Year 1 today on this Forever Farm. So, our goals for Year 1 and in summer are to catch all summer fish, and I will try my best at an octopus, but I can't promise it. Ship as much as possible. Begin romanceable character. Mine to level 120 for the school key. Reach farming level 9 for the seed makers to try and get an ancient seed. Unlock Joja and the greenhouse, and optional for the minecart. My year 1 goals: complete Joja Mart route, make progress in the Skull Cavern, and start my iridium production, reach level 10 in all professions, make strong progress on my shipping collection, fishing collection, and adventurer guild goals. We have a lot to do, so let's get into it. So actually, guys, we're not starting out so good, because if you see in the top right, it's already day 2. I lost day 1 recording, so annoying. But anyways, looking at the farm, we got everything besides a red cabbage and a coffee bean, which I maybe had but couldn't find. I can't remember. So we planted everything. Here I am catching a rainbow trout for the first time, a pike for the first time. I head over to Willie, and we have just enough for our iridium rod. Have to go back and get a bobber later. We get a red mullet for the first time. We get a super cucumber and an achievement. Very easy there. And then we head over to the mines, get a ghost fish for the first time, and we pass out for the second day. So right back to fishing because we are stubborn and we need some more money for food. We get a tilapia for the first time. We struggled to catch an octopus, but we're going to try a few times in the summer. We try and try, but spoiler, we fail at the octopus. That is going to be the hardest one, much harder than the legendary for the summer. We do level up our fishing in day 3. We catch a Dorado for the first time, and we're feeling good about our fishing. We get a stonefish as well. So knocking out, we still have 2 more fish to go. We get a cave jelly, 2 more fish to go in the caves, or in the mines rather. And we are already at level 9 fishing. Ship off some foraging, of course. We get a red snapper for the first time because it's raining now. And we're going to head back to the mines because, again, we are very stubborn and we want those fish. But we end up passing out in the mines, couldn't even find a lava eel, couldn't even encounter one in day 4. So right back we go. We need some more money for food. We do harvest some wheat in day 5. We get our first puffer fish, which we should have kept for something later. We go get some salads, and of course, we head back to the mine. We do finally encounter an ice pip, and I know this might be the end. We'll try to find the lava eel. Just want to encounter it one time. I'm surprised that after a few days in the mines, we haven't even seen one at this point, having very bad luck there. Day 6, we get our hot peppers. It is raining again. And we decide to work on some foraging today because we want to get level 5 foraging, and also I'm just super tired of fishing at this point. We do get level 5 and we do get a book at the same time. And we get enough wood to finish the bridge. Since we are level 9 already, after we pick up this foraging over here, we could try for the legendary today. And I got super lucky, as you can see here. I got it, I think it may be my first or second encounter. And this one isn't that difficult. So we knocked it out. First legendary crossed off. The crimson fish. Going back, and we're gonna sleep a little bit early. We leveled up. Oh, that was level 4 foraging. Oh, not gonna cut that out. And we do whatever shipping that we can for day 6. Day 7, we learned baked fish, which is convenient because we've been catching lots and lots of fish. We get our summer squash today and our radishes. We shipped some of those off. And then we go to the river to try and catch a sturgeon, which we find pretty quickly. We'll keep that because we will need it for caviar later on when we get ponds. And we finally encounter a lava eel, but I realized that I might just need to wait until mastery or level 10 to do that. We finally go in the cave, get some mushrooms. We will use the dryer to knock that off with foraging, and we'll throw the rest into shipping for the day. That is day 7. Feeling good about our productivity in the first week. Day 8 comes around. We pick up our dried mushrooms. We get our poppies. And we chop down more wood because we still want to get to level 5 foraging, and we're going to need a lot more wood. We go to Clint, get a fairy stone, which we will drop off. So we drop off a fairy stone and obsidian. Cool. 2 purple minerals knocked off for today, or whatever color obsidian is. Knocking down more trees, the grind continues. But we'll run out of wood really quickly. We finally reach level 5 foraging, and we choose the forester profession. That is day 8, still patiently waiting for Blueberry Day. We get our sunflowers and sunflower seeds today. We also get our spangles. That's how you say it, correct? And then today we're going to head off to the mine to do some mining. And today we're going to try and reach the end. Here we are at 110. We finally get our favorite purple space boots. Easy enough. We get to level 115 at about 8 o'clock. We quickly go down to drop off some things, and here we are with our skull key. Pretty good luck today. 15 levels knocked out in how many hours was that? Not too long. Not planning on going to the desert anytime soon, but at least that's one part we have knocked out. And speaking of knocking out things, it is finally time. Sorry if you hate this, but hey, it is what it is. We are doing the Joja route. So we pay 5,000 for that, and excuse the Zoom. I completely messed up the next few days of recording, but everything will be clear. Now we're going to try and focus a bit on leveling up our combat, getting more coal, and focusing on some adventurer guild things. Here we are getting an insect head, and we also got our last dwarf scroll. Got 2 of them at the exact same time. The same one. That was interesting. We do a little bit of organizing finally. I was going to upgrade our house first, but we'll just move our chest later. The organization will make my brain feel a lot better about everything. We do stop by the luau. Don't really do anything. Don't buy the star fruit. We had a star fruit seed and we just head out right away. And that is pretty much our day. Next day, it is raining. We get some more hot peppers. We get our hops. And we get some more tomatoes. Drop some of those off in the shipping. Make sure we knock that out. Head back on over to Clint because we're procrastinating a little bit. And we want to start on our copper pickaxe upgrade. We head over, donate the last dwarf scroll, and we will get our guide with that as well. We just forgot to pick it up that day. And then we head back to just chop down some more trees, and we just chop down trees until we got too tired to chop down trees anymore. Day 13 rolls around. We collect more hops, but didn't we do that yesterday? Maybe I forgot. And we get our melons finally, which we'll be able to ship off and knock that off of our shipping. And then we just plant whatever wild flower seeds that we have. And we decide to clear off some area. Since we don't have our pickaxe, we'll focus mostly on foraging for today. And we will try to get an octopus one more time. But if it doesn't work today, it's not going to work. We do reach level 10, though, in our fishing. So that is our first level 10 of our whole playthrough. No surprise there. That's how it always is with how I played. Did some more foraging around town, and we will choose the angler profession because that will come in much more handy for us at this point in the game. Day 14, already halfway through, and it is blueberry day. Love the pop of the blueberries. And we also get our star fruit. We'll ship that off just to knock that shipping part out of the way. And today we are going to do some more foraging, making sure we plant whatever tree seeds we have down, and then check to see how much more money we need. We can't see it up in the top right, but I need about 5,000 more to unlock the greenhouse. I start on the copper axe, pick up the copper pickaxe, and we head on off to the mine to work on the Adventurers Guild and try to level up our combat and our mining. Pass out, and we get level 8 farming. We want to get to level 9 farming so we can get the seed makers and try to get an ancient seed. So that should be in the next harvest. Day 15. Day 15, finally put down some lightning rods because I've already had a good amount of lightning already. We donate a mudstone, a marble, and a prehistoric scapula. We're going to organize our museum at the end, and we finally remember to pick up the Dwarvish Scroll. We decide to get the backpack upgrade because we have a couple more days before we can get the greenhouse, and we head back on off over to the mine. We get enough skeletons to get our skeleton mask from the Adventurer Guild, and then we head back off to try to find enough Duggies. I need 26 more Duggies, and sometimes these are a little bit difficult for me to find. But kind of fun when they pop up, though. Day 16, we harvest our crops. We get some squash seeds from our ticket, from our daily that we did not put in the video for some reason. And we donate a Nicoite, I believe. However we say it. Back to the mines we go to try and find some Duggies. Come on out, Duggies. Bam. And we end our day with 2 more Duggies to go, and then we can move on with our life. Day 17 rolls around. We get our crops, we get some more sunflower seeds, some more hops, making sure we keep whatever we can if we need it for cooking later, much later down the road. And we reset. We need some more coal, so we try to get some dust sprites, try to knock out some bats, and we do get enough Duggies to get our hard hat. So feeling good about the Adventurers Guild. Go back to get some more coal from dust sprites. Also, we need to knock out very many, I think 400 of those, and we pass out in the mines. We get level 7 combat on day 17. Day 18 is a big day because we get to harvest more blueberries, and I'm hoping to reach level 9 farming today. Which we do. You just can't see it, but pretty soon you'll be able to see the full screen. Amateur YouTuber, back to the mines we go. And we just shipped off everything because we're lazy, got 23,000 in shipping, and that will be enough for our greenhouse. We can unlock the greenhouse and get seed makers in the same day. Also go to the traveling cart because I've been forgetting to go there. We pick up whatever we don't have and we get super lucky and get our first rare seed. Or is it lucky? I think it is. We ship off whatever we don't have in the shipping so far, even though we'll get it later. And we drop off at the museum a limestone and a chewing stick. Back to the mines we go. Want to get some gold today. Also knock out some more combat goals. We try out our seed maker, but don't get any ancient seeds the first day. So we will keep resetting until, not resetting, we'll keep trying it until we can get it. Knocked out some good parts of our shipping today, things that we would normally knock out in year 2. Day 20, back to our seed makers, doing some spins, hoping for an ancient seed. That's the way you do it. That's the key. You gotta spin around. And while we do the seed makers, we'll do some more foraging and finally go over to the secret woods and start collecting lots of hardwood because we will need that in the near future as well. Stop by the lake over here. We get a nice wall basket, which I was pretty happy about. And we also knocked out the wood skip. Get all of the hardwood and plant the mahogany seeds on our farm. And day 21, what recipe do we learn today? We learn a maki roll. I'll take that. We harvest our crops, and all the crops will go into the seed maker until we get an ancient seed. Do we get it today? No, we do not. So we send those off. And we get our sewer cutscene. Whatever triggers that. I'm not a Stardew expert, I guess. We check with the traveling cart again. We find an iridium ore and a lucky feather, so we'll send those off. And we do find another rare seed, so we will take those as we are getting our greenhouse very, very soon. Also, we start handing off gifts to Leah. She'll be the first one we give gifts to for the obvious reason. And do more foraging for the day. And we do level up our foraging. Level 7 foraging, level 7 mining. So those are the lowest ones we have. Feeling good about completing level 10 for all in the first year. Day 22, it is raining, and it is another blueberry day, and you gotta love the pop, pop, pop sounds of the blueberries. And we're gonna stay here because we had so many blueberries, and sure enough, here we are, so excited. Gotta come over here, do some spins over here, spins over here. We got our first ancient seed, got the first ancient seed. It's always a momentous occasion. The first one always results in a lot of wealth. And we're going to put that away immediately because I don't want to do anything with it on accident. So we'll sell off everything else, and hey, we get to unlock the greenhouse the day that we get our first ancient seed. We're feeling really good about where we are. So now we have to think about how many quality sprinklers that we can get before, and look at this. How cool is this? We got the cutscene during the green rain, which I didn't even realize would actually happen, but thank you for including that in the game, Concerned Dave. That's super cool. So, it's the green rain day. We do get some batteries, which is super, super cool already, and we're going to throw an audible today and just focus on a lot of foraging. We're not going to need it. We're just going to keep it for later. And we will, of course, plant our ancient seed. We'll forget the rare seeds for a couple of days until I remember, oh yeah, we can plant those before fall. Now that we have our greenhouse here. So we do the usual and have a pretty nice day of foraging, and we get the mystery boxes the next night. So we're just knocking out these cutscenes, no problem. Day 24, we get our first garden pot, which is also pretty symbolic because we will be crafting a whole bunch of those in this playthrough. Check on our ancient seed, everything looks good there. Stay well, buddy. We pass off a salad to Leah, hope you enjoy that. And then we do some more foraging. We are focusing on leveling up, and at this point, making sure that we have enough money ready to go for the fall. At this point, the mine carts are optional. Thinking about it would be a nice quality of life upgrade. And finally, after a couple of days, I remember, oh yeah, I have 2 rare seeds. I'll put those in here. That's a really good idea. Get some more blueberries, which I don't know why those harvested today. I guess those were random seeds. Knock off a quest with George. And also we put down some crab pots to knock out that part of our foraging as well. Feeling productive, summer year one. Our steel pickaxe is ready today, and it is our last blueberry day of the season. Drop off the lost axe to Robin, finally. Drop off a melon to Demetrius. We're just knocking off quests here and there, and we got 36,000, so we're thinking that we deserve that minecart. But first, we'll get our steel pickaxe. We'll think about what we want to upgrade next, and we'll get our minecart because we'll have enough money to start fall, and we can make more as we go along. Knock out another quest with Clint before the day is done. And then we do a bit more foraging before we head to bed. In the rain. Nice nighttime rain foraging. You probably shouldn't swing an axe when there's lightning outside, is there? Got a wooden handle? I don't know. It's a bad idea, right? 2 more days to go. So now we just focus on making sure we are ready for day 1 of the fall. Take our daily trip to the secret woods, making sure we are working on having 200 pieces of hardwood. We decide to upgrade our trash can because why not? We do a little bit of fishing just to try to get a little bit of money, and we were bored at this point. And we go off to the mine to get some more silver and gold for some more quality sprinklers to try and get as many quality sprinklers we can before the next season. Day 28, we learn how to make bread, one of my favorite foods, I guess. Do our last harvesting of the summer, set up the rest of our greenhouse so we're ready for the next day. We're just gonna do the typical quality sprinkler layout until we get some iridium. And we spend the rest of the day just making some gold and silver. Not the most exciting day or the last day of summer. We don't do our event. We just head on back home, think of all the good work that we did, and we are super organized, ready to go for the next season. So overall, we knocked out all of our goals for the summer. Hope you enjoyed. Please like, subscribe, do all the YouTube things, and as soon as the next season is done, it will be up. Hope you have a great day. See you next time.